Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with your morning live weather update. Hit the share button if you have some friends that are going to be traveling so that they know what is going on. I'm going to keep you updated with this. I want to start with one thought. There's a snowstorm coming toward the southern, we'll call it the southern third of lower Michigan on the snowstorm status. This is not a done deal. I'm giving you an update now. You're seeing a lot of forecasts now. Remember, this storm is just entering, the storm center is just entering the west coast of the United States. I figure it's over 1,000 miles away. Hopefully that puts it in perspective when I show you that thin band of heavy snow. Several models right now are forecasting a heavy band of snow based on a storm that is over 1,000 miles away. So let's get to it and I'll show you what is going on. But I just want to get into there with the little asterisk that you got to keep updated with us here. Okay, so the storm is still out here, but the leading edge of the precipitation starting to move into the plains. In the Great Lakes, we have a few isolated areas of lake effect, but nothing significant. If you have to travel today or tomorrow, do it definitely today. Here, I think, puts it into a good perspective, the watches and warnings in effect, okay? So winter storm warning is your strongest warning in this case. And that's eastern Iowa, northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin, southwest lower Michigan, northern parts of Indiana, because it's more certain in that area, okay? Winter weather advisory for Grand Rapids and a row of counties south of Grand Rapids. And then winter storm watch for the southeast part of Lower. That's because the storm is still 1,000 miles away. And the National Weather Service office in White Lake says they still think it's a little uncertain. Tracy Smith, is it possible that it will miss Jackson? Not a miss. I would say no, it's not possible it will miss Jackson. Just the question is how many exact inches of snow, okay? Now, let's go through the when, so you know when it's going to get snowy around Michigan. We're going through the day today, and it's not snowy. This is 1 a.m. tonight. Light snow starting, the snow going on over in Wisconsin. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow. Annette wants to know, will it miss Flint? I'm going to show you. Flint is in that area where the snow will be tapering off rapidly as you go north. It won't miss Flint, but I think Flint could maybe wind up with only about 4 inches of snow. Will it hit Muskegon? Same line as Flint. It will be tapering off rapidly. Muskegon's probably 3 or 4 inches. Again, with the asterisk that we got to continue to watch the trend. So we're at 7 a.m., okay? And now we're at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and there's your heavy snow. I would say I-96, I-69 southward. And we're at 7 p.m. Friday. We're at 1 a.m. Saturday and 7 a.m. Saturday. The interesting thing is this storm system will probably wind down, probably come to an end, but then there's another little burst of snow coming through on Sunday. So we'll deal with that one a little bit later on. But point being is, by Friday morning, we've got snow, and by Friday evening, we still have snow. Okay? So let's get to the amounts, and I'll show you what's going on. Yeah, and Noel just commented it's been snowing in Chesaning. There are random little areas of snow across Michigan today, but not associated with the storm system. Tamala says, so it looks like Jackson won't get it too bad. I don't know. Okay, now again, before I show you this map, I got to tell you, remember, it is not etched in stone. Okay, it can change some. So look at it as a first look and then keep coming back with me over the next 12 hours. So, okay? How many inches around 7 a.m. on the east side, I-94? I'd say 1 inch, maybe 2 by 7 a.m., but probably 1 inch. Okay, so here's another thing, another point I want to make. Water to snow ratio. Most of the times it's 10 to 1, but we haven't had a 10 to 1 snow yet this winter. They've all been 12 inches or 15 inches of snow to 1 inch of water. This is probably going to be another 12 to 15 because it's a little bit on the colder side. So I'm going to show you 2 forecast maps. One uses a ratio that can be higher than 10 to 1, and one uses that exact 10 to 1 ratio. Okay? Essexville getting in the storm system. Well, Essexville is going to be on the northern edge of it. So this is the map that I like. This is the GFS. It's a global model, so it can handle storms that are still 1,000 miles away. And it's been doing the best this winter, I would say, for the most part. This is the ratio that is more than 10 to 1. Okay, so it's calculating what it does. And again, you can see I-94 southward, it's 8-10 inch snow. Now, I wouldn't focus on these 14 and 16s, but I would say there will be little pockets, little dots like this, where somebody gets a foot or so of snow. And right now, it looks like it's along the Michigan border and into northern Indiana, northern Ohio. Now, let's go to and let's look at this as we go northward. You get up to Flint, and you're at 4 inches. You get up to Grand Rapids, you're at 4 inches. So the other point on this is that it tapers off from a major snowstorm to just a solid snow pretty quickly, and you get to north of Bay City and Mount Pleasant, and you don't have really any snow at all to deal with. And this is the 10 to 1 ratio forecast from that same model. So the placement is the same, it's just you're seeing a 10 to 1 ratio. That makes it a 6 to 9 inch snow from I-94 southward. It makes it still a 4 inch snow in Flint, still a 4 inch snow in Grand Rapids, a 3 or 2 inch snow in Saginaw and Bay City. So that's where we stand right now, okay? I guess what I would say is Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Benton Harbor, you're in a solid snowstorm. You probably have at least 6 inches. Adrian, in that area too. Let's see, Randy, my daughter's coming to Ludington from Allegan tomorrow at around 3 p.m. Well, Allegan is on the northern edge of that at 3, 4, 5 inches, and Ludington is less than that. So she's actually driving in the right direction to have a little bit safer weather. Bear in mind, still some snow on the roads. How much snow for Flint, says Marion? I would say Flint is probably a 4 to 6 inch. Gladwin, probably not much, maybe an inch. Fresher? I don't know what that means. Need to drive from Lansing to South Bend Sunday morning. We have to wait on that one. There's another storm system, but it might just fizzle out, okay? So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. So the point being, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Benton Harbor, solid snowstorm. At least 6 inches, maybe 8, maybe 10. Okay? North of that, 1 or 2 rows of counties. It's beautiful that this storm is kind of lining up with the way Michigan's counties are lining up. Okay? 4 to 6 inch snow. That's probably up to Grand Rapids, probably up to Flint, probably those 2 cities on the lower end of that range, on the 4 inch range. Going north of that, Saginaw, Bay City, Clare, Mount Pleasant, Alma, Muskegon, probably 3 to 4 inch snow, and then tapering off rapidly after that. Someone asked about Bay City. I would say tonight, not much. Tomorrow, 2, maybe 3 inches. Lansing, you're probably going to be in the 4 to 6 inch range and probably more toward the 6. Brother is driving from, let me read that one, from southern Indiana to Berrien Springs Friday. That'll be a mess all through that snowstorm. Wherever it starts in northern Indiana, all the way up. let's call Friday off. No, let's just enjoy it, okay? Time frame, starting by Friday morning rush hour, going all day Friday and ending probably sometime Friday evening. Hey, a weather game betting on Michigan weather, that would be a pretty good game. I don't know if I'd win money or if I'd lose money on that. Monroe, you're in the heavy snowstorm. Brighton, you're on the northern edge of the heaviest. Saline, is that how you say it? Or is it saline? You're in the heavy snow too. You're in the at least 6 inches, maybe a few inches more. Grand Blanc, you're probably in the 4 to 6, probably right in the middle of that. Not a blizzard. Wind we should address on this one. You know, when you get 10 fluffy inches of snow, yes, you get some drifting, but this one doesn't have a ton of wind with it. 10, 15, 18 miles an hour. So 8 to 10 fluffy inches of snow with a 15 mile an hour wind, yes, it drifts, and I'll make a drifting index for you coming up, but I wouldn't consider it a big drifting. Is this mainly a Thursday evening to Saturday early AM storm? Yes, it's mainly a Friday thing, really. Muskegon, you're probably, I would say you're in the 3, 4, maybe 5 inch range. Bay City, you're probably in, again, 2, 3 inches. Saturday drive from Georgia to Livonia. Will be better than Friday, definitely. Should be okay. All right. Newaygo, Stephanie McFarland. Newaygo, you're going to miss on this one, an inch or two, probably. Upper Michigan, nothing out of this storm system. Irish Hills, I would say you're 4 to 7 inches, probably in the middle of that too. Is this it for the snow? No, I don't think it's for the snow. What about Sunday snow? Too early to tell just yet. What happens with this, okay, is it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but sometimes that last storm zaps energy from the storm before it. Could we have that happen with this one? I doubt it, but that would take the foot amounts. Live in Franklin was supposed to go to Chicago to see grandkids this weekend. Go now? Friday's going to be a mess into Chicago. Go Saturday morning. Adrian, you're in the big part of it. Homer, I'm not sure I know where that is. Ottawa County, you're probably on the very northern edge of the heaviest band of snow. So you're talking a good solid 5, 6, 7 inches. Plymouth, you're probably in that same kind of thing. Yeah, the snowbirds in Melbourne, Florida are missing it. Grand Rapids, I would say you are at least 4 inches, maybe 5, maybe 6. Grand Rapids is the snow you have about once a week every winter. Friday, have to drive from Grand Ledge to Charlotte. That's a snowy drive. Saturday for Detroit should be drying out on Saturday. When will it start in Grand Rapids? I would say it will start before 7 a.m. Tomorrow morning. Probably looking at sometime between 1 a.m. and 7 a.m. for it to start. Sterling Heights, you're on the northern edge of that heaviest band of snow. You're probably 5, 6, 7 inches. All right, so there we go. You have the first update, but I do want to remind you, I have more updates for you through the day. There could be a shift southward. There could be a shift northward. The band has been pretty steady, shifting just a little south and now steadied out. Now it's a question of exactly where that heaviest band will set up and how quickly it will taper off from that heavy band. Okay, so that's it for now. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Check back with MLive, especially early this afternoon after all the next round of data comes in, and I will keep you updated. You have yourselves a great Thursday and wax up those snow shovels, my friends.